Hello everyone, welcome back to Linkside Tour 1. Today we are going to talk about more about morphology. Today we are going to talk about word formation beyond affixation. Okay, morphology. So last time we talked about some ways to make words using affixation. We have suffix, prefix, and in other languages other than English, we have circumfix and infix. So here's a review. We have suffix, work, plus ed. We have the past tense worked. And we can have a prefix to make a new word, view, and the prefix pre, we have preview. And in human languages, we have more ways to make new words than affixation. The first one is suppression. Okay, so unlike common affixation, for example, am becomes was. The original, the regular form would be am plus ed. Then we have and, something like this. However, in English we have this suppression alternation. Am becomes was, which means that the internal structure of this morpheme is not visible. Okay, here is another example. Go. If we use the rule, it will be goat, right? However, we have a suppression form as well. Go becomes went. Okay, so this is the first one, and then another one is reduplication. So instead of adding something to the stem or to the root, we reduplicate the stem. So for example, in this language, rumah is house, and if we reduplicate the stem, then we got rumah. Then we got a plural form of the stem, houses. In Turkish, we have the same derivation. We have a doctor, then we duplicate the stem. We have doctor, then it means doctors or lots of doctors. Okay, reduplication is is copying part or all of a morpheme and use that in affixation. Here is another example. So in Turkish, Shia is black, and we can reduplicate the first part, the first syllable of this word, and we got sim Sia, which means pitch black. And for green, we can do the same alternation. Yeshe, and we have yen yeshe, very green. Okay, sure. And another one, this is called Templatic Morphology. This is a very interesting morphological construction. This morphology, templatic morphology, is found in Semitic languages, for example, like Arabic and Hebrew. So in this strategy, words are composed of a consonantal root, where parts of speech and inflection are indicated by the vowels and length patterns of consonants and vowels. We can see the examples directly. So we have a consonant template, K, T, B. So this is a stem or root, which means things to do with books and writing. And if we have an active perfective form, then we have two A's. Then we got katab. Okay, and if we want to change the voice active become passive, then we change the vowel. Actually, we just change the form of the verb by changing the vowels. And the meaning of the form is determined by the consonant template, sometimes called the consonant tiers. Okay, so this morphology is very different from affixation. We didn't add morphemes to the beginning or to the end of a stem. Instead, we interlace a stem. We interlace the morpheme of the root and the affixation. Okay. And then we have some ways to make new words. We have three ways: back formation, compounding, and blending. Okay, let's begin with the back formation. So back formation is a process of word formation by which a word is formed by deleting the supposed affixes. Here it says supposed affixes, which means that this is an accidental result of wrong analysis. So, for example, greedy. Sometimes we think this Y would be an derivational suffix for adjective, and we delete this Y, and we got greed become a. So this would be an adjective, and this would be a nominal, a noun. However, actually, this is not the supposed. This is not a correct analysis. However, people just suppose this Y is an morpheme for adjective. So we do this analysis. Then we got a back formation process. Greed. Greed is derived from greedy. The same thing happened to here. The same thing is happening here. Laze from lazy. Grew from gruesome. Edit from editor. Okay. And then we have compounding. Okay. Compounding just simply means that we add two free morphemes together. So if blackbird, chalkboard, hot dog. Okay. And the meaning of a compound word is usually based on the meanings of the words that makes it up. But it can drift away from the base meaning and take a more specific meaning of its own. For example, hot dog is a good example, right? Because hot dog has nothing to do with a real dog. Okay, the final way of calling a new word is called blending. Blending simply means that combining some part of two words to create a new word. For example, if we have two breeds of dogs, we have Labrador and Poodle, and we put these two dogs together, we can make a new word as well. The process is called blending. Labradoodle is derived by combining these two words together. And here are more examples: smoke and fog, smoke, motel, brunch, and so on. Okay, that's it for today's class. And remember to do the quiz. Thank you. See you next time. Bye bye.